Hey guys, welcome. Happy Sunday, everyone. Today is day number 5 that my main account has been completely short-locked. And thank you all for offering workarounds in my previous videos. I have tried all of those suggestions every single day, none worked. I think the reason is that when I was short-locked, I attempted to badlock on my ship. And after that badlock, I was completely locked out. So no workarounds helped. And I sent CIG many tickets since day 1. And as the highest level of concierge, I was expecting to get at least a timely response. Just a response, not even a solution. But 5 days after, nothing. Completely nothing. I posted a sincere Spectrum post regarding this issue, but it also got moved and buried in the graveyard of feedbacks with utter silence from CIG. And I am not the only player that suffers this. By reading the comments from my videos and by reading the issue console, about 20 to 25% of the players are suffering this issue. And some players even have their account locked for weeks without any reply from CIG to their support tickets. And every day, more and more players are suffering these issues as well. Is this the right practice from a company? Is this the professional way in conducting a business? You don't need a business degree or any training in customer service to know the answer. But perhaps the problem is at its management level. Many viewers knew my situation, really worried that I would be disappointed, so they left many encouraging words. Thank you guys very much. I am not so much as disappointed, but after 5 days of thinking, collecting my thoughts and looking back at the 5 years journey that I had with this game and the company behind it, and connecting all those dots, I finally got disillusioned. This game is still a great game with all its bugs and problems, but it is still a very unique and beautiful game, especially when played with friends and orgmates. And I will keep playing it to my heart's desire. There is just no doubt about it. But unfortunately, the company behind this game isn't so. Forgive me about my language, but the company behind this game really sucks. It's unfair to say this to everyone that works for this company, especially those hard-working programmers and developers. Perhaps the problem is at its management level. Marketing-driven instead of customer-driven. And my marketing degree at college clearly taught me marketing-driven is customer-driven. But somehow at Cloud Imperial Games, they managed to separate these two. To them, marketing-driven is ship sales-driven. Forget about the customer's gameplay experience. As long as we sell enough ships, who cares about whether they can play the game or not, or whether they have a good gaming experience or not? 14 years in development, $1 billion in funding, 20% of the players who cannot log into the game, or even more. Those who can keeps losing their personal hangers and losing hard-earned AUEC or refinery materials or salvage materials through different bugs or fell through the ship or planet or mission not completing after a lot of efforts. Would somebody please help me connect those dots? Because I'm having great difficulties here. For a very long time, I have been an advocate in supporting the development of the Star Citizen project, especially financially. I purchase ships and packages according to what I can afford. The more, the better is always my principle, and whenever a new ship comes out, it's always take my money and no questions asked. And even though my wonderful wife always supports me, but I know deep down she hates it. Personally, I think I have a higher tolerance in being mistreated. Maybe because the good book taught me well, or the ancient Taoism from 2500 years ago left a mark on my soul. I always value tolerance and patience, and be as malleable as water. However, the continuous cold misconduct from CIG has frozen this water. And once the water is frozen, it can be as harder than a rock. And hard enough to say enough is enough. This mistreatment relationship has to end, and it has to end right now. Not only for me, but also for many who are still in this sugar-coated loop. And to be honest, I cannot promise that I won't spend a penny for this game anymore. I can't do that. But financially supporting this project and its company is not my goal anymore. And I've already set a strict budget much less than before of what I'm going to spend for this game going forward. And because of my channels and my hobby, I still need to acquire every single new ship to make testings and videos. But I have plenty of store credit that I can use. Or I can simply melt some of my old ships and then buy those new ships with store credit. After making a video, I can just melt those back to store credit for future use. So in a word, keep playing the game, but no more financially supporting it until they change their behavior. But honestly, I don't have the hope that they will ever change. But remember this, the customer is the king. We have always been. They are our servants. And the most effective tool that we can use is stop paying for those defected products and less than satisfactory services, no matter how our hearts desire them. We have been holding this line far too long, but if they don't really care about the bottom line of our gameplay experiences, why should we care about their financial baseline? Have they not heard about this immutable law that water can carry the boat, but can also swallow it? They are the boat, we are the water. We have been carrying this boat far too long without receiving the proper respect that we should have received. So enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Obviously, I can't tell you what you should do or should not do. I'm simply sharing my experience and my great disillusionment of a game that I truly love. But if you're still in this illusion that CIG have created, I hope this video can help to pull you out of it. Zooming out and then look at this whole Star Citizen project more objectively and make rational decisions from now on. And don't worry, I am now moving this video to the feedback category and signing off.
Sooner or later, the day comes when you can't hide from the things that you've done anymore.